When you open the Roblox platform, there is one game that you will see towering over every other game. Now, me personally, I haven't been on Roblox in a while, but I opened it up the other day for the first time in a couple months, and I saw this one game that looked crazy. Grow a Garden. I've never played this game ever, so I decided to hop in and give it a try. In fact, this game is so huge that if you go to the Roblox search bar and type in the letter G, Grow a Garden is the first thing that shows up. Currently, as I'm making this video, it has 2.2 million active players, not people who have played in the past, but active players. It has 3 million favorites and over 8.2 billion visits. The game was created this year, right? So looking at the game, I wasn't expecting that. Not only was it created this year, but it was created in 3 days by an anonymous dev who's 16 years old. Me personally, I'm 17, right? And hearing that reminds me that I need to lock in. So what is Grow a Garden? Grow a Garden is a free-to-play idle farming simulator game launched on Roblox March 25th, 2025. It has cross-platform support, so you can play it on PC, mobile, Xbox, and even Quest and PlayStation. It has a very simple gameplay loop, so you plant seeds, wait for them to grow, even if you're offline. Sell crops for in-game currency, which is called shekels, and reinvest in better crops. You can also invest these things in animals, mutations, and other things too. As stated before, this game was created in 3 days, created by a solo dev whose name is unknown. So this game actually had pretty early success, having 1,000 concurrent players, which then led to a partnership with Splitting Point Studios. This studio was founded by a guy named Janzen Madsen, and the solo dev gave 50% of his ownership to Janzen. Then later on, a studio, which is pretty well known, Do Big Studios, acquired a minority stake in the game. Now, as I said before, I'm not sure exactly how much he's made, but revenue has obviously been through the roof, and his markets are enormous. This game constantly broke the Roblox CCU records, with 5 million CCU in mid-May, 8.9 million in late May, 11.7 million around May 31st during the Busy Bees event, and then it jumped to 16 million on June 14th with its Working Bees update. So this game has a lot of key features that drive its popularity. It has the idle progress, it has a lot of events, it has the visual simplicity, and of course, the freemium upgrades. So the idle progress allows crops to grow while you're offline. So it's kind of like an investment. You can start growing while you're on the game, hop off and then hop back on later, and then your plant will grow more, I guess. So it has live events like limited time events like the Blood Moon event, Busy Bees event, and the Working Bees event to keep users engaged long term. It also has the visual simplicity and nostalgia that a lot of players want. So yeah, of course, the other things like the idle progress, the live events, and the simplicity of the game will have younger players engaged. The older players will also like the nostalgia the game brings. And of course, I mentioned the freemium upgrades. So like if you have Robux, you can use the Robux to speed up your progress or wipe other progress away from players, which is pretty evil, but you can do it. Now, I've mentioned a lot of great things about this game and the developer, but there are definitely some darker situations with this game. I'm going to be talking about 2 main situations with this game that are definitely problems. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is cash grab. And the second thing I'm going to be talking about is the black market situation. As I said before, this game was working with Do Big Studios. Do Big Studios is known for having a lot of cash grab situation in their game and has definitely changed the way the game is. So a lot of people believe Grow a Garden isn't just a game, it's designed to exploit players who get caught in the pay-to-win cycle. The game's monetization strategy has been ruthlessly crafted to suck every single drop of money from players. So obviously, the game starts off as a simple, nostalgic, calming garden simulator game, but then it quickly becomes clear that the game's progression heavily favors and is heavily focused on those who pour real money into it. You want to speed up your crop growth? Spend Robux. You want exclusive plants and abilities to harvest the plants from others' gardens? Spend Robux. It's kind of like the developers are daring you to get hooked onto the game's instant gratification cycle, and when you do, they're going to take your money. Some critics argue that the game is essentially a psychological trap designed to hook players with a short-term reward system. The idle farming mechanic seems simple, but the core gameplay encourages you to keep checking back in and buying boosters and obsessing over the next stage. Before you know it, you're spending hours just farming, hopping back on, making yourself more and more addicted to the game. And this isn't really the developer's fault. This is mainly Do Big Studios. They created the perfect recipe for addiction, capitalizing on every single moment of dopamine that can be squeezed out of your mind. And the creator, was he exploited financially? Players are divided on whether the game was sold out once it became a cash cow, or if the creator simply wanted to cash in while he had the chance. Some players quit the game, some people encourage people not to play it because they believe that some players are being treated as pawns by Do Big Studios, and some believe that the game has tarnished the Roblox platform, encouraging the idea of easy, quick rewards and, paying money to get where you want to be in life. So obviously this game is directed towards kids, and the Roblox platform is made that kids can play games. Obviously this has to do individually with the kid, but I guess the fundamentals that kids are being brought up with, the idea of them playing games that give you easy, quick rewards, especially if you pay money, can definitely be pretty shady, especially when, kids get older and it's not the same, right? You can't pay for everything in life and get your way every time. I guess the idea of, kids growing up with the idea, with the fundamentals of pay to win, when they get older and they realize that the real world is like quite literally the opposite of that, they're going to be in shock and they're not going to be able to function the way the world actually works. It can also destroy and tarnish the idea of money's worth and value. It can definitely cause some issues with kids and their parents' wallets. So is the game fun? Yeah, is it the next big thing? Of course. But beneath that, innocent exterior, the game can definitely be a money-hungry machine that bombards you with cash grab as soon as you join the game. And I completely disagree with that. I feel like if you want to make a game, that's 100% fine. You want to put game passes and stuff, that's cool. But when you join the game, right, like the idea of, being able to, go to the shop and pay for different packs for a bunch of Robux and things of that nature, and being able to wipe other gardens and things of that nature, like, I feel like that's so lame, right? But the game's design is definitely impressive, like the way they made it, how you can, grow things offline. That's really cool and stuff. But I don't know, it's just, I feel like the cash grab is like kind of on the next level. Like I remember when I first played the game, I went over to someone else's garden. I saw this collect button, so I was like, what is that? So I pressed it, right? And of course, it gave me some pop-up that asked me for my Robux. Yeah, this game just screams cash grab. And it's really sad, honestly. Is it the worst issue with this game? Absolutely not. There's a way worse problem that this game has. The black market. Now, the black markets for this game are really easy to access. They have Discord servers, eBay links, all types of different situations where you can spend money outside the game to get in-game currency. So some people might not know what black marketing is, so I'll explain it really quickly. So when you black market something, that's when you play a game, or when there's a game that has a system of something that has worth or value. So let's say, for example, this game, right? Obviously you can have pets in this game, right? On some of these black markets, you can pay up to $100 for these pets, like a red fox, which will give you in-game success. This is a really huge problem, and a lot of people think that Big Studios might have something to do with it due to their constant adding of cash grab in the game. I mean, on some of these websites, I'm seeing things for $100, $11, $70, like all types of different price ranges for in-game items. So this is obviously against Roblox's terms of service, and yes, you can face some consequences if you buy from these websites. So I'm encouraging you not to. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, dude, like this is deeper than I thought. There's a black market that's huge. Like, people constantly sell items on eBay for these people's Roblox accounts, and it's insane. Like up to $100 on items outside the game so you can have in-game success. And sometimes kids don't understand the depth of this, and they do it anyways just because they can. So again, I'm gonna say this one more time. It's not directly Big Studios' fault. It's not the main developer's fault at all. The main developer is 16 years old. He made the game in 3 days. I'm giving him his props for that. Now, he did partner up with these other studios that might have had some other plans that contributed to the indirect influence of these dark websites or whatever, but it's not directly their fault. One thing they are at fault for, though, is the cash grab. And the cash grab, of course, affects the black markets, and they go hand in hand. So yeah, there's some other games, I won't name any names, but there's some other games that definitely do have a lot of cash grab, that definitely also have black markets as well. And this is why a lot of people think that this is destroying Roblox. Quick, easy, simple rewards with simplistic ways of getting success in games have been seen for multiple games on Roblox. So a lot of people are starting to notice this, pick up on this, and I wouldn't be surprised if people started pulling their kids away from their devices and trying to educate them on the worth and value of money and time. But that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna see you on the next one.